tonight's Ugadhi celebration. I'm Anvita.
I'm Bonnie.
And I'm Nidhi, and we will be your MCs for this evening. Today, we are here to celebrate this auspicious event. Ugadhi is a festival that marks the beginning of a new year in the Hindu calendar.
Ugadhi is made up of two different Sanskrit words, Yug meaning era and Adi meaning new beginning. Thus, Ugadhi stands for new beginnings.
The festival also holds a special place for the region as it marks the beginning of nature's annual cycle and the onset of the spring season. On this day, people start their new year by praying to God, hoping to start the new year with positivity.
Today, to celebrate the festival, we have a program filled with performances of songs and dances, followed by a delicious dinner.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the festive program we have for you tonight. Before we begin with our cultural performances, please give a round of applause as we have a few welcome remarks given to you by Sento Kumar.
I'd say applause should be reserved for the end of the speech. So, Ugadhi Subhashekalu, like Vani had mentioned, Ugadhi literally means Yuga Adi, which is beginning of the Yuga, when Brahma is supposed to create the universe, including the earth. We're here to celebrate the great Ugadhi function with the wonderful people of Karnataka. Kannada Nadu Balajanda, Kannada Hadu Srigandha. So, my Kannada journey started with Saku Beku. So, there's a joke one of my uncles said. There's a Tamil guy who was going to the wedding, and then the person is serving him and he's asking Saka Beka, meaning like, you want more or you had enough? So the guy doesn't understand what he's saying. He's saying Sakala Kunjam, Bekala Kunjam. So I started there, then I was reading 30 days to learn Kannada from Tamil. Then the thing is, when I was reading something, Sundaravada Kudiyeru. Then my mother-in-law was looking at me like, what is he saying? And then the other thing, I was asking my friend's wife, she knows Kannada, the thing is, then the book read Kannada, I read Kannada Madhura, so she said no. Kannada Madhu Madhura. So, there's also pronunciation. So now I've been living with Smriti for so many years, 25 years to be exact. And then I've even graduated to figure and guru. So I've become total Kannadiga now. Then my biggest attraction to Kannada language was, I'm interested in Carnatic music. So Purandara Dasa is considered the Pitamaha, or godfather of Carnatic music. He started the Swaravali, Alankara, and then he introduced the Maya Malava Gaula Raga, and then also Gita, Gite. But there are some famous songs he has composed. The one which will be favorite of all men, it goes like this. Hendati Prana Hinduti Totta Konta Koti Ante Kuni Kuni Sutte Hendati Prana Hinduti. So from that point on, I became a big fan of Purandara Dasa. Jokes aside, I'll introduce Katesh sir. He's going to give you the history of Ugadhi celebration in Colombia. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Senthil, for that really very illustrious welcome remarks. With that last song, I have to admire your guts. So, welcome everybody. Ellarigu Ugadhiya Shubhashayagalu. I just wanted to dial the time zone 30 years back. I'm seeing lots of faces here, and I recognize a vast majority of you were not even born by then. That is when, back in 1994, not too far away from this site, it was the clubhouse in Broadway Village, the Columbia Ugadhi Celebrations started 30 years ago. So this is the 30th anniversary. We always believe in Indian mythology something what we call as Kshetra Mahima. You know, lots of great things happen when you pray God, and when you have an objective for your life, you do that, in front of God, mostly in temples and so forth. So it's very interesting that if you want to be in Colombia, or if you have desires to do something that is embedded with longevity, embedded with values, including spiritual values, consider doing that here in Colombia. It is almost guaranteed that it will happen year after year, day after day, at least for 30 years. So here we are, after 30 years, celebrating this Ugadhi. So I just want to recognize people who were there in that first ever event. We had our the tremendous leadership what we got 30 years ago that continues as of today. We had Meera and Chandra. We had Raghu and Sandhya Pandurangi. We had Lakshman Katwa and Geeta Katwa. We had Pramila and Dabir Vishwanath. And we had Kavita and myself.
Sharma.
Oh my goodness. Krishna and Sandhya. By the way, Krishna and Sandhya, we were in the exact same apartment complex. That is not 30 years ago. It goes back to 34 years ago. So this is all about, kinship. It's all about friendship. It's all about mutual respect and so forth. So 30 is an interesting number. It is one of those numbers that you add those two digits, you can divide that number by 30. So these types of numbers in Sanskrit, they're called as Harshad. Harsha in Sanskrit, as all of you know, is joy. Ad in Sanskrit means give. So for the last 30 years, this occasion, this cultural extravaganza has been giving joy to everybody in Colombia. So the 30th year is all about enjoying that joy again year after year, and we are here to celebrate the 30th year anniversary. The group that I just mentioned, the group of those 6 families, there was a very strong significance to that group. We talk a lot in India about Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. This group signified that because this group hailed from Karnataka, from Andhra Pradesh, from other states. And this Vasudhaiva Kutumbam concept has lived on. In fact, it has strengthened year after year. We continue to celebrate this Ugadhi almost in the spirits of how things were celebrated during Krishna Deva Raya kingdom. There was no difference between Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and so on. And this has lived on. So with these few words, again, I would like to welcome all of you for this cultural activities. Sit back and enjoy the huge cultural art that we are about to present. Thank you.